Tuesday is our 19th Global View on Q show for 2026, and we continue to engage with our local, regional, and global Q family listeners and friends of Dominica. I'm Sheridan Gregoire, Mr. G. With me is my co-host, Justice Dr. Irving Andre, Attorney Mark Douglas, and former Dominica UN Ambassador Crispin Gregoire. On Tuesday nights, we discussed the topic, is Dominica's main revenue stream from the CBI program dead or dying? What was done with the billions of CBI dollars collected over the years? Can Dominica survive the impacts of the EU and US visa sanctions? And is Dominica also bedeviled by crypto corruption? Here are some talking points. Have we now heard the death knell of the CBI program? Have corrupt practices finally caught up with it? Is the gig now up for our leaders? Should Dominica be compensated by the US and the EU for a corrupt CBI program? The OECS's recent response is weak. If the CBI program suddenly derails, which appears likely, will Dominica's national capital budgets collapse? Are those who criticize the corruption in the CBI program enemies of the state, or are they in fact true patriots? Is Dominica also bedeviled by crypto corruption as the European Union and the United States put the final nail in the CBI coffin? Is the CBI considered to be a national security risk by the US, the EU, and other countries? Can Dominicans survive the impacts of the EU and US visa sanctions? Dominicans born in Dominica are really paying a heavy price. What policies, strategies, and actions need to be implemented to replace the revenues lost from the CBI? We look forward to the contributions of Justice Dr. Irving Andre, Attorney Mark Douglas, and former Dominica UN Ambassador Crispin Gregoire on this topic. Is Dominica's main revenue stream from the CBI program dead or dying? What was done with the billions of CBI dollars collected over the years? Can Dominicans survive the impacts of the EU and US visa sanctions? And is Dominica also bedeviled by crypto corruption? Join us Tuesday night for more on the Global View on Q, only on Q95, the big station, because you know it's true if you hear it on Q.
Freedom has stolen. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Vengeance is mine, swear the Lord.
This Tuesday.
In Fokole, on the ground last week, Thompson and I entered a small grocery shop, and we saw on the shelves half-pound sugar, half-pound flour, half-pound rice, and a half gill of oil. And the shopkeeper explained that not even half-pound flour can sell. People can't afford to buy it. Scary has turned our economy into a half-pound rice economy. It was enough. We are
A half-pound economy, huh? Oh boy. A very confident Danny Luque in Rosenhoff. He visited Gotha on Friday night, where a block meeting was held.
Conversation on Caribbean politics. Welcome back. Speaking of by-elections, Dominica, Rosa North, an MP, is retiring from or has retired from the House of Assembly, and we're looking at a by-election. Before the show, you were saying that Rosa North is more of an opposition stronghold. How do you see that? Talk me through what that by-election is going to look like or should look like.
I mean, it's an interesting scenario in the sense that right now they're going through voter registration, and as a result, Prime Minister Skerritt cannot do what many of his other colleagues have done, which is to call an early election. Presumption is that if they were not doing re-registration, he may very well have, but he's chosen not to do it. A by-election is kind of not what he needs right now, but my understanding is that the the MP, former MP, Ms. Blanchard, is unwell and has decided that she needs to come out. So this creates a vacuum in the sense of Roseau North. The interesting thing is that Roseau North has historically always been a UWP seat. In the past, when it was held by the Dominica Labour Party on the basis of the fact that the UWP candidate defected. So it hasn't really had a long history of entrenched support within the UWP. And my sense is that if the Prime Minister could have avoided a by-election in that seat, he probably would have. But the fact of the matter is that the MP has resigned. So he will fight it, and I think he will fight it with all the energy that he has politically. Having said that, however, I think that it's a situation where you hope for the best, but you prepare for the worst. And I think that in this instance, he is very mindful of the fact that the opposition will want to call it a referendum. And my sense is that his strategy, if it appears to be already a clear indication that, look, this is a seat that we won largely because there was a boycott by the opposition. There was no opposition candidate running in the last election. This will be slightly more difficult on this occasion because the opposition is back and it is running. So I'm going to give it my best shot. But you always operate on the assumption that the possibility exists that this is a seat that they will also lose. Having said that, there are 18 seats in Parliament, which means that the likelihood or the need for additional support is not going to affect him hugely politically if he doesn't win it. Having said that, however, if he wins
but the signal it sends, though.
It sends a signal that I think is worrying in most situations because you don't like by election to be lost. However, you have a situation in which the party is already so strong, the government is already so strong that the loss of a by-election in a seat where the party has not traditionally done well, it can be analyzed in a very, very different way. And I mean, I have comparisons with by-elections in Antigua. We've had a couple of them, and invariably they have gone according to history. Barbados, the same thing, have gone according to history. So let's see what happens in this instance, but it's going to be an interesting test, not only of this popularity of the Dominica Labour Party, but also the readiness of the UWP, which did not participate in the last election. So I am anxious to look less at win and lose and more at the level of swing that we're seeing in that constituency from the 2019 result, which should be the closest proximate measure. You can't possibly measure it from 2022 because 2022 was a boycott. So I'm anxious to see what the improvement is. But it's not going to be a simple election where we can say, win-loss and determine based on that how Prime Minister Skerritt is doing. Because, as I said, he has 18 seats. There was a boycott on the last occasion. And it is not a seat that the UWP has done particularly well in. That the DLP has done particularly well in over the years.
And the opposition continues to struggle in Dominica as well. Yeah. Peter, as we close, I want to take a look at generally across the Caribbean, where, we see leaders taking decisions, taking action that sometimes raises questions about accountability. And I know particularly here in Grenada, we've had issues with that.
All right, we'll continue that conversation. We choose to concentrate on Peter's assessment. On who will take the Roseau North seat. When I listened a few days ago to Mr. Danny Lugay and his leader and other, of course, I saw folks like Lennox Linton, Sparks John, and various other senior members in that hamlet there in the Roseau North. But a very confident Mr. Danny Lugay spoke on that occasion.
In Rosenoff, we are fiercely independent. We love to work to earn our own money. Look around you in Gotta Village, Young Peace and Tarish Pit. You build your own homes, block by block and floor by floor. You work long hours on the pot to maintain your family. This is Gotta Village. This is the Gotta Village that I know. From wooden shacks to 2- and 3-story buildings made with your own hands. By the sweat of our brow, we eat bread. This is how God intended it to be. That's what the good book said. Almighty Father blesses hard work. God never blesses laziness. But now, every household is feeling the pain of a collapsed economy. All business houses are paying out 55 cents on every dollar earned in taxes to the government. Let me break it down for you. 45 cents paid in income tax on every dollar. 15% VAT. And indirect taxes of city council charges, environmental levy, and the Wasco water access charge. That is what businesses pay to government. 55 cents on every dollar. How can a government take so much from our hardworking business people? They have crippled many companies with such high taxes. From humble beginnings, our children have no reason to be the doctors, nurses, policemen, civil servants, and business icons in our community. Ask Jesse Bernard, Eva, Ken Sons and his wife. This is Gotta Village of proud people who love and they love togetherness. This is Rosenoff. You cannot buy us. Vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. In Fokole, on the ground last week, Thompson and I entered a small grocery shop, and we saw on the shelves half-pound sugar, half-pound flour, half-pound rice, and a half gill of oil. And the shopkeeper explained that not even half-pound flour can sell. People can't afford to buy it. Scarlet has turned our economy into a half-pound rice economy.
Half-pound rice economy. I've never heard that one before. 449-3095, Dominica 9697, and that's of course 6164257. Half-pound rice economy. We also had the leader and various other, as I said, senior officials there of the party in Gota. Mr. Thompson is actually sent out a warning on Friday. Does he know something that I don't know? Let's listen to Thompson Fountain for a moment there. Thompson, do you know something I don't know? You spoke like this, very like this.
To vote Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. And all the king's huntsmen and all the people could not put Humpty Dumpty together again. That's all I'll say about Humpty Dumpty.
Now let me listen again. Very interesting. What do you know, Thompson, that we don't know about Humpty Dumpty? Huh?
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. And all the king's huntsmen and all the people could not put Humpty Dumpty together again. That's all I'll say about Humpty Dumpty. That's all I'll say about Humpty Dumpty. The great fall is coming. But we have a country to build in the meantime, ladies and gentlemen. And you have a responsibility to vote Danny Luge as your representative. He's been there for you before. You have been there for him as well. Do not give up on Danny Luge. Do not, ladies and gentlemen, be fooled by the young lady who comes carrying gifts. Mais j'appelle parce que il ka vini ou et puis ni police, maintenant ni police.
I'm here, Dominic. I'm here. We having some issues with the computer just yet, but I'm still here, okay? 4493095, 4493096, 4493097. No, we will be taking your phone calls. What's your assessment? And is it too early to say? Too early to call? I'm hearing that a lot of money has been spent in that constituency. By the incumbent. Now, is that an indication that things will turn over? Let's get your opinion at this point in time. Hello, talk to me. Yes? Sorry. Sorry. I think I have a call on the line. Hello, talk to me. Yes?
Yes, Matt.
Yes, I.
How are you, Matt?
I'm here watching closely.
Yes.
Mhm.
Matt, what is going to happen in Roseau now?
Tell me what is going to
Is
happen.
the woman going to get a total defeat?
You think so?
Yes, she's going to get a total defeat.
But she looks like
Roseau North people.
no, but she looks like she's
And-
hold on. She looks like she have a big package behind her.
She have money. But what I'm telling Roseau North people, take her money, eat it, drink it. She was never labor right. She was never labor right. I'm asking Roseau North people, take her money and eat it, drink it. It is not her money. It is money Scary trying to keep the seat behind. So I want everybody in Roseau North, when asthma come at them, take the money, eat it. Labour Party did nothing for Roseau North. Nothing. Scary did nothing for Roseau North.
But hold on that. Hold on. Because I walked the grounds there for a few minutes there in Roseau North, and there's some people right there in Gotha saying that if the United Workers' Party had sent a younger candidate, maybe they would vote for that person, but they are now supporting Labour. A few of them said that to me. I've been very objective.
Yeah, maybe that too. Maybe that too.
Yes.
But flags cannot vote. Posters cannot vote. You know, election coming soon. A younger candidate will go for UWP. But at this time, we cannot allow Asthma to win. Asthma don't even know what you're going up for. The money alone. We have one coming for the 7 Salisbury. For money, we're ready for him, you know.
You ready for
come and run up for us to eat his money, drink him, and build houses on him. Whatever Labour Party give, we'll accept it. You know, that's the time for
so you say
fail the country.
so you're saying Danny will take Roseau North again.
Yeah, man, Daniel win.
Okay.
You have Fokole to beat, you have Gotha to beat. You have everything. She can't win. They have coming money. So advising the people to take the money, drink it, eat it, buy shopping, and vote them out. You know?
That's
Bye-bye, Matt.
all right. Thank you. All right, so let's listen to the people on the ground there. Hello, yes.
Boy, I hear a senior lawyer, Ian Douglas, if you have a medical emergency, you need to go overseas for medical treatment. Just come and check the PM. Is that independence or dependence? How about you have been working? Things are going on good in the country. The economy is good. You can afford to take yourself overseas according to what it is. Take a loan or what it is. So everything you have to come by the Prime Minister What happened? That is like colonialization, within the state itself. All you're not realizing is something is that going on there. That's why they've been trying to. We have been colonized by our very own within ourselves. That's what happening there. Shit.
Let's take a few phone calls here. On the telephone, are you there? Oh, sorry about that. And somebody saying, man, bribery and treating happens long before the day of elections, and the electoral office or commission, the chief elections officer, must take a stand and stop this illegal activity. If we have electoral reform, then stop the bribery and treating.
A liberate. I did.
Wow. Hello, talk to me, yes. Good.
Good afternoon, Mark.
Good afternoon to you. How you doing? Yes.
It's only me, man.
It's Danny Luke. How you doing, my brother? How you doing?
Well, you're talking about Rosanov. I got a call.
Of course.
Matt, we're not involved in a physical or political battle.
Uh-huh.
This is a fight for the heart and soul of Dominica.
Okay.
People don't understand that. People with a spiritual eye, they will know that this is not a physical or political fight. So when you see the carpet bombing of Rosanov with big money, I can give you the assurance the people of Rosanov are politically savvy. Big money has never fooled us. Check the records. Go back as far as you can of elections in Rosanov. Big money has never bought Rosanov. Because in Rosanov, we have a lot of spiritually minded people. And the principles enshrined in the Bible, by the sweat of thy brow you shall eat bread. This is what you see in Rosanov. Look at that city, Fokole on the hill. It was made of plywood houses long ago. The banana industry came in, and a lot of the people who live there worked in the banana industry, longshoremen, stevedore men, and they build their homes block by block and floor by floor. Now, if you go up the mansions you see up there, and they didn't beg, they didn't bend, they didn't bow for that. So that tells you about the work ethic of the people of Rosanov. Money can't fool us. Even the young guys you see going around with motorcycles, they assure me I will get their vote.
But listen to me, Danny. You saw me on the ground there on Friday night, right?
Yes.
So I walked a few houses and just trying to get the pulse of what's on the ground. And I saw a few young people gathered in one area, one porch there. And they said, man, we would have voted for somebody younger if the United Workers' Party had sent somebody younger. But this time we're giving a younger person a chance. How do you respond? How do you engage persons who say that talk to me? You know the concern?
I'm not concerned about that at all. Yes, Matt, I would expect that there'll be a few young people who say stuff like that. But the vast majority of young people in Rosanov, they are politically savvy, I tell you. I met with a group, and believe me, Matt, I'm doing my work,
I know that. You're not being complacent, huh?
So when you see those open meetings, that's not all. I'm meeting indoors, Matt. Indoors.
Mm-hmm.
Several meetings indoors, listening to the people. And that's where I get my plan that I present on my manifesto to the people of Rosanov. And one of the significant aspects of that plan is that property where the old public works site was. I was told it was sold. And I went to the planning office, and the chief planner told me he can't remember who it was sold to. But I will get that information very soon. I have several different people working on that. And we, the people, won that property because 4 years ago, I wrote to Prime Minister Skerrit and the chief physical planner, telling them that I heard that that property was going to be sold.
But I'm not of course trying to persuade you otherwise, Danny. But I'm saying you need to pay attention to the young people that say now, we need somebody younger to represent us. How do you go against that thought there within the Rosenhoff constituency? Are you
I
there?
am very confident that the young people of Rosenhoff will vote Danny. As I tell you, you will get one or two saying that. You understand? Because the Bible says the love of money is the root of all evil.
Right.
But in Rosenhoff, the vast majority are spiritually minded and their eyes are wide open spiritually. So money cannot fool them. And a lot of the young people, some of those that even talk to you, they will still vote for me. You hear
Okay.
me?
Well,
Because people,
you're very
people
confident.
understand.
You're very
People-
confident. Okay.
Yeah, listen to that thing about the public works. So 4 years ago, I wrote to Prime Minister Skerrit asking him about it. He never responded. I also wrote to the chief physical planner, and she responded, and she told me, in addition to the letter I have in my possession now, that they will give me a hearing if this property is to be sold, because by law, if I put in an objection to a sale and followed up with a petition of several hundreds of people from Rosenhoff, I should have gotten a hearing before that property was sold, and I did not get a hearing. I am saying that this property must be reserved for a tourist reception center. On the bottom floor will be the vendors arcade, where it will be the permanent home of vendors. On the upper floors would be reserved for local businesses only, where hair braiders, ladies that do nails, beauticians, massage, therapy, and then they will be known as the fish restaurant capital of the Caribbean. Any day you go in there, you should be able to get a catch of the day fresh meat done by our skillful restaurant owners, our chefs of Rosenhoff, and they will have their restaurant on the second floor. On the third floor will be a mall, but for local businesses only. So we'll have even like a Bullseye Pharmacy or whatever other pharmacy, and then just local businesses, Dominica for Dominicans too.
But Danny, how are you going to contest this big money business that's that's going on there? You say you call this a bombing going on there, big money business. How can you compete with that? How are you going to
Matt,
compete with that? Yeah.
Again, Matt, you're not listening to me, Matt. I told you already, big money has never bought Rosenhoff. Never. Look at the time. The first time I ran against Timothy,
Yes.
who was my very good friend, I never mentioned his name. That's not my style of politics. I never mentioned the name
Okay.
of my opponents, right? And Timothy, I know it to be the truth, so I will say it.
Yes.
He even got down my brother from the States, Peter Luge. Peter has apologized since to me, and we've moved on. He's my greatest supporter. He's on my platform today. So even when Julie Timothy, who was well loved in Rosenhoff, I lose by 117 votes. And from that, Timothy had so much respect for me. He supported my the campaigns after that.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I never attack my opponent. I present a plan of development, and people buy into that plan. And today, I don't know if I dropped off a plan for you, Matt.
You did. I have it right. I have it right there. Yeah.
Manifesto.
I have it.
Day by day, Matt, you must go over the little bits and pieces and let go those nuggets, because this plan came from the people of Rosenhoff. It's not Danny imposing a plan on Rosenhoff. That comes from the people. They tell me what they want in that plan. And even the Woodbridge Bay Port, the intention is to extend that port all the way to the Roseau Bridge. We cannot have a tourist port and a commercial port operating side by side. That's dangerous to the tourists.
But to your point, you're saying that the people of Rosenhoff cannot be bought. They cannot be bought. No.
Matt, I'm confident but not complacent. Up to yesterday, we were pounding the pavement of a goodwill. We don't have to announce everything that we do,
Mm-hmm.
but we are doing our work to secure a big and massive victory with the hands of the Lord Almighty, my daddy, King Jesus, in the center of it all, because I tell you, it is not a physical or political war. It is a spiritual war, okay, that we involve in. But we know that we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rule of darkness in high places. But all of that must come down when King Daddy is involved in it. And I make sure he tell me, in all my ways, acknowledge him, and he will direct my path.
I see you've described the economy as a half-pound economy there in Fokole.
Matt, you must go down to that shop on the flat at Fokole, and you will see half-pound of everything. So it's not no story. Thompson was there with me, and we stayed in that shop for about half an hour waiting for our colleagues before we did the work in Fokole. And she told me, you see, Danny, half an hour, not one person entered the shop. And even when they do, they cannot even buy the half pound. Matt, when I grew up in Goodwill area, my parents had a shop, and we were selling half pound. There was 6 other shops in the immediate area: Roy shop, Deshote shop, Shillingford shop, Hiram William, a guy they called Mr. Ham, Chatter shop. They were all the shops, and they all made money. That's what I grew up on. That sent me to school together with my dad doing upholstery. Right? 55 years later, we have to go back to a half pound, and people cannot buy it. When a few years ago, people were buying 5 pounds of flour, 5 pounds of rice, 5 pounds of sugar, but they can't do it anymore. And not even the half pound they can buy. How much more people want to learn? One other point I want to make. Business people are suffering in this country, man. Every dollar a business person makes, 55 cents is taken away in taxes, 35 cents for direct income tax, 15 cents for VAT. Then you have the indirect charges of city council, environmental levy, and the Wasco water service charge tax. Okay? So think about it, Matt. If you're a business house and the government taking more than you from a dollar, right? How much more people need to know for them to understand what kind of situation we are in Dominica? That is the easiest way to understand the economics of Dominica. For government to take 55 cents on every dollar and leave the rest balance for the business owner who does the hard work. And we will correct that. It cannot be. That's why business is going under. You go by Astafan, Nasif, Esmat, where there were 4 and 5 cashiers, there's only 1 or 2. 1 or 2. That's the state of our economy under a 27-year-old regime. People keep forgetting. They started off in 2000. So in 2026, at the ending of the year, we'll have been 27 years. And people not better off. If some hand to mouth, query to query, we can do better than that with all the billions dollars earned from our CBI funds. And today, there's a by-election, and there's millions being spent for the by-election. And the NEP workers can't get paid. NEP workers can't get paid, Matt. But there's money to give the same NEP workers to bribe and treat and steal elections. But not in Rosenhof. Our eyes are open spiritually. We are liberated in Rosenhof. Both of our business houses, they've had enough of that. The business people. In Rosenhof, we have the largest amount of business houses per square mile. We have the largest amount of churches. We have the largest amount of schools. We have the largest population in terms of constituency. So we'll not be fooled. We will not bend. We will not bow. The people on the ground, if they want to take the money, that's okay. It's your own money. It's your own money. That money is coming laundered from hotel plans, okay, that you get in today. So it's your money. Don't be afraid to take it. I tell you already, if you're afraid of it, come, I will bless it for you. Okay, when my daddy bless money, it is well blessed.
All right, Danny Luque. I'm very confident, Danny Luque. I'm going to try my very best. I don't know if she'll accept my invitation, but I'll try to invite Ashma here at some point. Need to hear always the other side of the story. So Ashma, if you are listening, give me a call, and we can arrange to get your side of the story too. Danny knows also that because of the labor, there's no more visas, huh? And somebody's saying, Matt, maybe Ashma is the youngest on the labor train. She's about 34 years. By next year, she'll be 35. Youth age starts from 18 to 35. So what is this silly excuse about young people? Hello, talk to me on the telephone. 2 o'clock is the.
Yes,
that's
good afternoon to you and your listeners.
Yes, but that's what I was telling you. I got on the ground. Few young people say, "Well, we didn't get a young person to represent us." That's what I was told on the ground. Are you there, caller? Yes.
Yes, Matt. Matt, that's a narrative by being pushed around by the Labour Party, Matt. That's something that the Labour Party is pushing. Okay, Matt. Danny Luge beat Julius Timothy by 700 and something votes. The next person who went up against Danny Luge, he beat them by 500 and something. And that's a very wide margin to try anybody to try to overcome. You understand me? And people are not happy. You see,
you're forgetting the money factor there. You're forgetting the money factor, right?
No, Matt, the money is there, yes, but people have been hungry for a long time. And when you come with a little bit of money now, what do you expect me to forget? I've been hungry for the past how many years? Matt, we coming from a half-pound economy, and by Christmas, we'll be in a quarter-pound economy. Good afternoon, Matt.
All right, thank you very much. 449-309-596 is 2, or it's 157. Are you there, caller? Yes.
Yes, good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon to you, sir. Yes.
Good afternoon to all of the listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Now, when you begin the program, I'm there listening, and I heard you asking Danny a question about some young guys. That you
I didn't say young guys. I said young people. There are some women women that meet there. Yes.
You spoke to, yeah. I want advice for Danny. What Danny need to do now, Matt, is to try to get to these people, because you can see Danny is a man of love. You listen to somebody, you can discern something. What I want to advise him is to try to get to these people. You need every one of them. But Matt, why I really call you this afternoon to ask you, did you really listen to Mr. Peter Wickham's, Matt? Matt, doesn't that speak volume?
Yeah, yes, he spoke well.
He's actually surrendering, you know. He's surrendering for the Labour Party. He's not saying it, Matt, but listen to him. Matt, I'm a keen listener. I listened to him before, and I'm listening to him today. He's actually telling you the Labour Party will lose that seat, by election for sure. You have no doubt. Thank you, Matt.
All right, thank you very much. 449-3095-96. And it's Danny Luge. I know, so it's Danny Luge. I voted there. That's a WhatsApp message. Hello, talk to me. Yes? Uh-huh.
Matt, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you, sir.
Yeah, Matt, I hear you talk about the young people say that they don't get a young person to represent them.
They would have preferred that a younger person represent them. That's their view.
Matt, let me ask you a question. Matt, the representative for the St. Joseph constituency is that a young man?
He is a young man, yes.
Good. Matt, what is it he have done for the years he have been there to better the life of the young people, for the young people to be...
Well, you can answer that. I don't live in St. Joseph. You can answer that. You ask me a question that I don't know about, because I don't live in St. Joseph. You should be able to tell me.
Well, but because I have the answer.
All right.
And even he himself disappointed in himself, because he know that he have disappointed young people of St. Joseph. Because it's not about young, it's about a tired government. Matt, let me tell you what I witnessed this weekend there, right? Matt, there is a representative for the where our leader is running up in Rivier Civic Grand for Monjon area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Matt,
She is there for 4 years now. Let's say 4.5 years.
Okay.
There is nothing she can show that she has done in that constituency more than when the United Workers' Party was going to have a rally in the Grand Fork constituency. They come with an excavator the day before and break down an old building that was there and said they was going to fix and make a community center. But that was all a show. That was a lie. That was just because they know that the United Workers' Party was going to have a rally. But this weekend, this lady, after you have disappointed people of Rose of Grand Fond, Riviera Civic, Monjon, you bring in the Prime Minister there 2:00 in the morning, maybe about 2:30. The Prime Minister was there, passing from bar to bar and giving every bar $300 in the hand. It's because you have failed that constituency. So that is why now a big reunion that the
And you're saying that you saw that happen. You saw that happen, yeah?
but I was there. And I tell you what people tell me, the Prime Minister set up right next to me. He didn't recognize his Bernie Ryan that was there. Because if he had never recognized this was Bernie Ryan, he would not even handle the $300. You understand? And I tell you what people telling me, I tell you what I see in my 2 eyes. Wrong. He and the Speaker of the House and all his bodyguards and the candidate for that constituency passing and giving all them $300. But they have no choice, man. They must do it because they have failed the people. They failed that constituency. So, man, I am calling on this constituency right now. This man, the person that is going to represent you just now, going to be the next Prime Minister of Dominica. He's not only going to be a minister, but he's going to be the Prime Minister. This is the first time we're going to have a Prime Minister in a constituency in Monjon, Riviera Civic, and Grand Fond. Make the right decision. This lady has failed all you, and that is what you have to come and do. Come and give $300 of a big reunion that's going because people don't show up the way they're supposed to show up because they don't have money to come. My brother, is that how we're going to run our country, man? But are we going to continue running a country by coming and give handouts? And you cannot put things in place for people to be independent, that they can put their hand in the pocket and say, okay.
But let me ask you a question. Is the people of St. Joseph accepting the money that you're saying that they're distributing at this time? People of St. Joseph.
But not, it is the money. I personally, as the chairman of St. Joseph, tell them take it. It is their money. It is all your money. That is who's best carried money. That is Dominica money. Who's best carried taking and coming and give all you. So take it. But just make sure all your head is on. Make sure all you do the right thing. Not the young people is very smart these days. The young people is watching and observing. The young people going to take a change. The young people know that they are neglected by the Labour Party. They know that it's every 4 years the Labour Party coming to them and giving them handout. They realize that is not going to work on the young people. Even the government, Roosevelt carried himself observing. So right now he's trying every technique now to see how can he gain the heart of the young people again. But it is too late for him, Matt. Right now it is too late. The young people wake up. They see what is happening. But I want them to take the money. Take money and do the right job. Go and confirm. Go and put your name on the voters list. So when the bell rings, you can talk. You can open your mouth and you can talk because you confirm because you're going to vote and you're going to vote the Labour Party out. That is encouragement I send for the young people. I want them to confirm.
So you're saying take the money and vote them out. That's your message.
Yes, ma'am. They need to take it and vote them out. But in closing, I was speaking to a group of young people in one of the strong Labour Party hall up in Benz up there. And I try to encourage these young people to confirm and telling them, well, you see what is happening. You know what these young people tell me? They're not confirming because they're not going to vote that Labour Party. That Labour Party have destroyed all the future. But they don't know about the next party. They have never seen the next party perform. I try to explain to them their amount of performance the Blue Party put in while they was there for 4.5 years. And they was like, well, we have to consider that. We need evidence, we need proof. But we personally that we're not confirming because we're not going to vote that Labour Party back again. Roosevelt carried and his government have failed with the young people. And that is the cry we have been getting by most of the young people. But I want to tell them, Forget about that. Confirm. Try the United Workers' Party, and the United Workers' Party will not fail them. Under the leadership of Dr. Thompson Fontaine, I have no doubt about it that we're going to fix Dominica. And mark you. And when I tell you we're going to fix Dominica, because Thompson Fontaine have some strong people with business head at the back of him. And Matt, with their advice, we are going to fix Dominica.
All right, my brother. Bernie Ryan out of St. Joseph. Man, I'm a Rosa North voter, and the person can be old like my Pampo, but I will not vote Labour. I will vote against them. And I'm praying that the other people of Rosa North eat all their money and vote them out. Somebody says the PM was there for true, and Thompson is going to win comfortably. Your opinion? Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Yes.
Good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon to you, sir. Yeah.
My opinion is that if you're desperate and you take that money, you cannot help it because the money may be CBI money, man. It's a good chance it's CBI money. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. More telephone calls are coming in there. 449-3095. 449-3096. It's 206. Are you the caller? Yes. Caller.
Hey, Matt.
Yes, sir.
Leave me alone, eh? All right. Call him that for yourself now. Look, somebody tell me to call you Humpty Dumpty.
Oh, Humpty Dumpty. That's Thompson. I want to find out from him. Who is Humpty Dumpty?
And that's what I'm trying to find out. Somebody tell me it's Matt. I say, wow, okay, so Matt not on the wall. Matt, we know who's on the wall. Oh. Well, how many people that can be on the wall? No, because it has some Humpty Dumpty that already fall, you know, so we might have either we're talking. Matt, since after Rosie Douglas and Pierre Charles was neutralized, or like I can't say neutralized, maybe. But what word can I use now? Anyway, we're sidelined, so to speak. It was not a host of transition of young people, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, you know, and Dominicans, I mean, we have short memory. We have a short attention span as well. But since Skerrit come there, Matt, you know, young, we hearing about now, Matt?
Very young.
Skerrit was very young, you know, and Skerrit was a young man. So the argument of those young people you spoke to is quite flawed. Matt, we are not going to play football. We are not going to run a marathon. Matt, you know that is where you need young people.
As a matter of fact, I said, I was having the conversation. I said, but you realize you're going to get old too. She said, yes, I realize. You know, a few of them said, yes, we're going to get old too. But so don't you want people to respect you when you get to that certain age? See?
No, but Matt, if you're being rational about things, calculate and assess things before you conclude the things, Matt, you would clearly see the madness that is happening, Dominica, with young. So to talk about Danny and his age, that is outdated, Matt. That is quite primitively assessed, Matt, based on what we have experienced in Dominica with a cluster of young people by one honorable, let me not say the word, Matt. So it doesn't cut it. Matt, you, and I heard you said it, Thompson may know things we don't know about. Because one time Thompson said that thing and I was so vexed with Thompson, and then a lot of things happened after that. Matt, you don't think Thompson is a guy this affair?
When you see him asking.
But I need to ask Thompson, if he have a crystal ball, can he lend it to me? Because I want to see things too. So I am just saying, Matt, if Dominicans can be that naive, they lack vision, they lack foresight, Matt, and to allow McDougall, what's the first name again, Matt?
Ashma
McDougall, to come there. They know she's just like a hired gun, a mercenary. She gets paid to play, and then I hope all you will not get caught up in the whole quagmire of kicking in your own goal. 26 years going on 27 years. Nothing is working in your interest. All your employments are moving to foreigners. Not a couple years ago, Skerrit was boasting how much millions of dollars people that are working in Dominica sending out of the country, man.
Mm-hmm.
Not about how much achievement Dominicans are making, is the amount of success foreigners are making in Dominica, while every little local or indigenous businesses are closing, is the Chinese that infesting Dominica with all their inferior goods, Matt. And you come in and tell me about young? I mean, come on, that is a very poor excuse or requirement. You need to understand by assessing things, analyzing things, before you conclude and come to a decision and say, well, you know something, I'd rather a young person. A young person doesn't cut it. 26 years is telele, pum pum with young people, and the country is into hell in a handbasket. Profusely, consistently, get that foolishness out about young people. Matt, I'll choose experience over youngness. So thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Again, I want to ask Thompson Fountain, what does he know about this Humpty Dumpty thing there? Let's go.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a fall. And all the king's horsemen and all the people could not put Humpty Dumpty together again. That's all I'll say about Humpty Dumpty.
All right, so Mr. Thompson Fountain, you owe me an explanation about Humpty Dumpty. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Hello, talk to me, yes? Are you there, yes? What does he know? Are you there, caller?
Yeah, good afternoon, Matt.
Good afternoon to you.
Yeah. Matt, I just want to make 3 points. Why Dominicans should vote the Labour Party out and vote the United Party in. The Workers' Party in. The first one is one of the 10 pillars, the insurance policy for every Dominican, man. Means you wouldn't have to run around, you wouldn't have to go and ask Matt to do a give a ton, and because you have your insurance. I believe it's going to work like the Social Security. As you work in, you pay a little bit there, and so when you get ill, your insurance, you will get proper medical care. The second one is that for 26 years, the Labour Party had the passport money, a lot of money, and most of it is outside. They couldn't handle it. They killed Dominica. They killed Dominicans. I don't mean physically. All the projects, all the factories has gone down dead under this government while they had money. That is the second one. And the third one is that the CBI is no longer, when they themselves said, if not CBI, what? So if CBI is gone, what are they going to do? When they had money, they couldn't do anything. They did not do anything. So now they're not going to have any CBI. It's even going to get worse. So those 3 points Dominicans should think and say, well, lived 26 years, they did nothing with all the money. Now they're not going to have any. That we should take them out of there, and we should give the United Workers' Party a chance that has a track record of doing very, very, very well. That's my 3 point, man. Thank you.
All right, thank you too. 449-3095, 449-3096, and 449-3097. We're going to take a break. We'll come right back. This is The Talk on the Block. Coming back.
We are in the hurricane season. Don't forget to secure your home, board up windows, reinforce garage doors, and trim trees to prevent damage from flying debris.
Need one trusted place to stock up for your home, shop, or business? Fine Foods Inc. Distribution has got you covered. From dry goods and frozen foods to your favorite drinks, alcoholic and non-alcoholic, plus all the household must-have. We've got it all under one roof. We're right here in Jimmy Dominica, and yet we deliver fast. Whether you're running a supermarket, a corner shop, a bar, or just like your pantry full and happy, Fine Foods Inc. brings you the best brands you know and love. Great prices, top-tier service, trusted products. at 255-6810 or 316-0164, or drop by our Jimmet location to check out what's in store. Fine Foods Inc.
Fine Foods Inc., the biggest distributor for the biggest brand.
We are ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
We're ready.
We're ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
We're ready.
We are ready.
Digicel, we are ready to see big matches and big moments. Watch the World Cup live on Digicel Plus TV. The front row seat to every match, every moment. Digicel Plus TV, bringing you closer to the game you love.
Constituency. Tonight is about the future of Roseau North. It is about the hopes of our young people, the aspirations of our entrepreneurs, the concerns of our senior citizens, and the dreams of families who work hard every day to build a better future for themselves and their children. Before I speak about the future, I must acknowledge the contribution of our former parliamentary representative, Miriam Blanchard. I have been traveling the length and breadth of the constituency, and people are speaking so highly of your push for economic enfranchisement through employment opportunities, and we thank you for your service and wish you continued strength and recovery. My responsibility is to build upon the foundation she has established and to bring my own experiences, my ideas, and energy to the next chapter of Roseau North's development. It would be remiss of me if I did not acknowledge the Prime Minister, Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, who has embodied the term tireless service. When the Prime Minister invited me to his office to propose, join in the Labour Party, he told me he was on his last leg. But the Prime Minister has afforded us over 22 years of leadership. Years carrying hopes and dreams of a country is no easy task. And our Prime Minister's vision and resilience and undying belief in the potential of Dominican people has inspired me and many. In fact, a key factor that strengthened my determination to step forward at this time was his brand of leadership that says service is not a spectator sport. I have come to appreciate that if we want Dominica to continue moving forward, each generation must be prepared to play its part, and I am prepared to play mine.
All right, so you just heard the Ashma mention there of her candidacy there in Goodwill, Roseau North. But again, we just heard from Danny on the weekend that Roseau North is not for sale.
In Roseau North, we are fiercely independent. We love to work to earn our own money. Look around you in Guata Village, Young Peace and Tarish Pit. You build your own homes, block by block and floor by floor. You work long hours on the pot to maintain your family. This is Guata Village. This is the Guata Village that I know. From wooden shacks to 2- and 3-story buildings made with your own hands. By the sweat of our brow, we eat bread. This is how God intended it to be. That's what the good book says. Almighty Father blesses hard work. God never blesses laziness. But now, every household is feeling the pain of a collapsed economy. All business houses are paying out 55 cents on every dollar earned in taxes to the government. Let me break it down for you. 45 cents paid in income tax on every dollar. 15% VAT, and indirect taxes of city council charges, environmental levy, and DOWASCO water access charge. That is what businesses pay to government, 55 cents on every dollar. How can a government take so much from our hardworking business people? They have crippled many companies with such high taxes. From humble beginnings, our children has no reason to be the doctors, nurses, policemen, civil servants, and business icons in our community. Ask Jesse Bernard, Eva, Ken Sons and his wife. This is Gotta Village of proud people who love and they love togetherness. This is Rosanov. You cannot buy us. Vengeance is mine, save the Lord. In Fokole, on the ground last week, Thompson and I entered a small grocery shop, and we saw on the shelves half-pound sugar, half-pound flour, half-pound rice, and a half gill of oil. And the shopkeeper explained that not even half-pound flour can sell. People can't afford to buy it. Scary has turned our economy into a half-pound rice economy.
All right, Dominica, it's 221. The battle is a fierce one there for Rosa North, huh? Somebody's asking at this time, does Rosa North have a constituency association? Why is Ms. Scarrett selecting who runs? Just a question. Greetings to you, my friend, there in St. Thomas. Owen, how you doing? Happy to know you're listening and locked in this time. Hello, talk to me on the telephone, yes?
Good afternoon, Martin. Good afternoon, Dominica.
Good afternoon to you, my brother. How you doing?
Good, man. But, Danny Luge has always been a champion. Danny Luge brings experience to the table. Danny Luge is a godly man. And Danny Luge was not bought, man. Danny Luge came into politics because he wanted to serve. And I do not believe Danny Luge is an easy man to buy. But Danny Luge is going to go out there and do his work as usual. And there will always be, maybe even people who are labor rights. And when you come to them, they'll say, oh, we are workers, but they would have voted a younger person. That's just absolute crap, man. Danny has a lot of youth in him still, man. Danny may have age. He may have age on his head. When you look at Danny compared, standing by any young man, Danny is fit and solid and ready to go. Danny is a fighter, man. But I have no doubt that the people of Rosa North will dump Ashma where she belongs. It has been to my attention that this woman was considered to be running for people like Danny Lee's politics. But greed has taken over, man. And I have no doubt that the people of Fokole will use Danny to put a serious licking on her. And I urge Danny to continue to do the good work, to work hard, to rescue the people of Fokole, or to carry speed, goodwill. Because all the summer, for the last couple of years, is a cesspool of corruption. They got no representation, man. Over 3 years, not spirit and retirement. Because this man is testing the seat to see if he stands any chance. So that is why Rosa North was giving the worst beating ever. And I know Danny and his team can see to it that Ashma get a serious defeat and embarrass Skerrit and the Labour Party at the by-elections, whatever it's called. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, caller. It's 2:24 as we continue looking at the Rosa North constituency. Who will pull through? Matt, a party that's in power for 26 years and currently have a super majority in parliament, paying people to vote in a by-election? That's not going to change. This government is a failure. Give the young man a chance, got us in this situation. Now we need more experience. Your thoughts on Goodwill North, Rosa North. Are you there? Yes? Yes.
What if I had the resources? I would have printed some t-shirts, carried half-pound economy. You know, I like the half-pound economy, man.
You like that? You like that one, huh? That's Danny's creation.
When you reverse in a couple of months back, sometime last I telling you that Matt Skerrit have perfected the art of driving in reverse. And he can go anywhere in the world and race in reverse. He will win, Matt. So if he can finally create a half-pound economy, then he's also print some placards and something or whatever, Skerrit half-pound economy. I listened to Miss McDougall talking about when people build a foundation and then the successor should build on it. Words to that effect.
Mm-hmm.
Now, do you know what you need to find, Miss Blanchard Foundation?
Mm-hmm.
A foundation detector. It's like a metal detector, Matt.
Mm-hmm.
You're looking for scrap metals. And she said she have traveled the community. She forgot to say with bodyguards, with security. Maybe she had a bulletproof on the dress. I don't know. It's not Dougal. I mean not to be rude. Or under your t-shirt or blouse or something. I am just saying that when she talked about when she went to Skerrit office and he made the proposal. I mean, the word proposal is very broad. It covers various definitions. Well, circumstances or context. I know she did not mean marriage, Matt. But Matt, and she talked about Skerrit have given 23 years of his services to the Dominica, Matt. Did you say something like that?
About 22 years. I think about 22 years.
22. Miss McDougall, Ashma, are you losing your faculties to the country he gave the 22 years? Ashma, go and use a shovel and Mac Deagle instead of Dougal. Dig and find out the rapid accumulation of wealth. These criminals, Matt, not a criminal, I said, have accumulated over this period of time. What they did was not for country. It was for their immediate and extended family and every fanatical supporter. They can claim to be Navy SEALs and snipers. Matt, where is Melissa? You know if she's still in Popon? Sorry, you know if she's still in Dominica, Matt?
I think she's still in Dominica, the last I heard, yes.
Okay, so Matt, I'm just saying Melissa must be more wicked than Skerrit to allow Skerrit to dismantle Dominica in such a way, in a rapid pace, regressing. And she's there just smiling and dressing and accumulating generational wealth. Matt, I cannot say those words them old people used to say. Allez-vous upon the potence, Male, where's on the... I can't say that on the radio. Them old people that used to give bush like that. Matt, you already get bush.
Good afternoon to you, blessings. Hello. Let's go back to 2014. 2014, what the Prime Minister had to say, the promise to the young people. I'll go back, way back, huh? This says facts are stubborn things.
Team of experienced practitioners in this business will be visiting Dominica later this month and shall seek the input of all sporting associations in the formulation of the master plan that will be submitted to the cabinet within the next 6 weeks. I have already advised.
So, Mr. Skerrit, in 2014, you made that promise there. So what's the master plan for the young people? You want to play it again?
A team of experienced practitioners in this business will be visiting Dominica later this month and shall seek the input of all sporting associations in the formulation of the master plan that will be submitted to the cabinet within the next 6 weeks. I have already advised.
All right. So where is that master plan for the young people? and sports, huh? That's how many years ago? That's 2014. 6 and 6 to 26, huh? 14 and 6 is 20. 20 and 6 is 6. 20. 12 years. A promise of a master plan for the young people. It's just about 2:30 as we continue in the afternoon. This is the Talk on the Block. Yes, and that was his promise to Rosa North, huh? On the telephone, let's go back. Are you there? Yes? Yes, sir. Good afternoon.
95 Dominica at large.
Yes, sir.
WPIs and all kind of ites. Let me tell you something. The problem I have with Q95 is they're not reaching out to the entire Dominica. The other day I was in Marigot and I could hardly get Q95. All you need to do, they need to do better than that. Sheridan need to do better than that. Because DBS is listened to island-wide. Yeah.
So you say you need further reach. You need the signals to get further. Yes.
Say again?
I'm saying you need the signals, the FM signals to get further. Yes. That's what your point is.
Yeah, but all you have to do something because my brother, you see all what is going on Q95 now? It's just a few that hearing that, just a few. Not majority of Dominicans. All right? That valuable information that Danny gave, and it's just a few people hearing that.
Okay, point taken, sir. I'm sure those concerned are listening, right? On the telephone, good afternoon. Talk to me, yes. Oh, sorry. Hello. Yes, hello.
Yes, I have to make a fast point.
Well, make a fast point. I'm here. Make a fast point.
Yes, Matt. Stock from people have to realize. Skerrit was the Minister of Sports when Lauren Barney Sports Stadium was constructed. Yes, when Lauren Barney Stadium was constructed, Skerrit was the Minister of Sports. He must tell the people of Stock Farm what happened to Lauren Barney Stadium in Stock Farm under his watch for 26 years. Skerrit have failed the people of Rosenhof. He failed them totally. Belvoir, without water every day. No water in Belvoir every day. Skerrit is a total failure for Stock Farm and the people of Young Peace. He failed them. Thank you very much.
Somebody said, Matt Ashman said Skerrit told her that he's on his last leg. How many legs does Skerrit have?
We are ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
We're ready.
We're ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
We are ready.
We're ready.
We are ready.
Citizen, we are ready to a season of big matches and big moments. Watch the World Cup live on Digital Plus TV. TV, the front row seat to every match, every moment. Digital Plus TV, bringing you closer to the game you love.
We are in the hurricane season. Don't forget to secure your home, board up windows, reinforce garage doors, and trim trees to prevent damage from flying debris.
Ooh, oh, oh, KFC. Ooh, oh, KFC. Looking for some place to go. Meals for soul. Party your origin. KFC. Grab your family and your friends. Join in the experience. KFC. It's the place to be. Made for you and me. KFC. KFC. It's finger licking good.
If you know quality, then you must know the manufacturers of Dominica's finest rums. Belfast Estate Limited, over 80 years leading the industry with exceptional standards and formidable customer service. We present the manufacturers of BB Rum, Soca Rum, Red Cap Rum, Cask Rum, and the signature Belfast Estate Rum Punch. With island-wide distribution daily, Belfast Estate Limited has cemented its mark as the distributor of choice for products like Eldorado range of rums and creams, Kubali Bear, Corona Bear, Guinness, Root Boy drink, and of course, Sunblast juices, Topper snacks, Vitamalt, and Pine Hill juices. Call the office at 440-7032 or visit the distribution outlet at Jimmy Dominica. Follow on Facebook or Instagram at Belfast Estate. Belfast Estate Limited, your leading manufacturer and distributor of rums in Dominica.
Fresh market. When money don't count and the pocket that hurts you. A fresh market. Fresh market.
We are open 7 days a week with the top of the line products. Well stocked supermarket and pharmacy, health and beauty care, fresh produce and meats prepared daily, hot and cold kitchen, ready to go meals, sandwiches, salads, and desserts at your fingertips. Easy access, located on the bayfront, environment friendly, and our staff are approachable and ready to assist. Have you figured out who we are? You got it. Fresh your one stop.
When money don't count and your pocket that hurts you. Fresh market. Fresh market. Never disappointed. Fresh market.
Fuel your farm with premium animal feeds at Blue Box. We're excited to announce a major expansion to our lineup. Blue Box Farm and Garden Center is now your go-to supplier for high-quality animal feeds. From poultry to livestock, we provide the specialized nutrition your animal needs to thrive. Our feed portfolio includes poultry solutions, swine care, small pet and livestock. Visit Blue Box in Roseau on the corner of Hanover Street and Drury Lane, or Blue Box Goodwill, 66 Federation Drive, Goodwill. Let's bloom together.
All you, I just meet Goldwyn in Roseau again. Same place outside Flossie's. I tried to dock in, but you had time see me. Well, story start again. Million, lot of my power with Gaza. Saka fella, I said the same thing you doing, shopping at Flossie's, and you don't have to tell me the same thing you tell me last time because I busy. It's to hear him way. You reckon? About my pocket the boy. I won't tell you that I save money in food and drinks when I buy quantity. I save more. Oh, shucks, man. Well, when you're still telling me, I know already. To pack a spetting way, but a kadima pepper palais. I will tell all my friends from London, US and Dominica to come to Flossie's, right next to the Rosa Market. Open Sunday to Saturday. Flossie's can't do it to you.
Big news, Dominica! DeWitt Center is now even closer to you with the opening of DeWitt Center Express, conveniently located on Cork Street, right next to Fresh Market. Get all your home improvement essentials fast with everything from tools and paints to home decor and more. Plus, enjoy the same great service you know and trust. Now, just a quick stop in the city. Visit us today at DeWitt Center Express, your partner in home improvement, now closer than ever.
Oh boy, if you go back, you'll find a lot of promises made. Another one in 2014 from the Prime Minister.
Now there is another project I want to talk about this evening.
2014, huh?
This one, ladies and gentlemen, is hot. I can't keep it till budget in June. Listen to me carefully, ladies and gentlemen. Over the past 5 years, Dominica has gained much international fame and recognition from the construction of the new Windsor Park Stadium and the hosting of international test and one-day international cricket games. Dominica is now a permanent fixture on international cricket listings. We even hold in Comrade Emmanuel Nanton the vice presidency of the West Indies Cricket Board. But cricket is not all that we do. There are several other indoor games at which Dominica has excelled, and for which, if we had appropriate facilities, we would host regional and international tournaments. We have already improved air access, and highway modernization is continuing apace. I have met with and heard the pleas of our youth. I have analyzed the submissions of sports administrators and sports organizations with respect to the need for enhanced sporting facilities in Dominica. Only this past Friday, I met with representatives of the various sporting associations, and they too impressed upon me the benefits that would flow to Dominica if we were to equip ourselves to host major regional and international tournaments. This evening, I say to all the sporting associations in Dominica and all sporting enthusiasts within the hearing of my voice, you need speak no more. The government is sold on the idea. Indeed, we have been analyzing this option for several months, and I can tell you this evening that preliminary studies have been conducted and designs mapped out for the construction of a state-of-the-art indoor sporting facility seating no less than 3,000 persons. As I speak to you this evening, a team of structural engineers and architects from one of South Florida's leading construction and development firms
is busy finalizing drawings that will form part of a proposal for the setting down of this facility in Dominica before the end of this calendar year 2014. That high-level team of experienced practitioners in this business will be visiting Dominica later this month and shall seek the input of all sporting associations in the formulation of the master plan that will be submitted to the cabinet within the next 6 weeks. I have already advised the associations to identify representatives to serve on the local consultative body with whom the developers shall interact to ensure that we receive a purpose-built facility catering to the specific and peculiar needs and conditions of Dominica. It goes without saying that this indoor sporting facility to be located at Stock Farm will be built to international specifications so it can host major tournaments in basketball, volleyball, netball, and other such sporting disciplines. Again, this is no pie in the sky fair promise. The company with which the government is having discussion with a view to contracting is the same company that has built several facilities.
Now, anybody can identify for me, please, where after 12 years, his promise was made in 2014. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm getting amnesia now. Where is that indoor facility promised 12 years ago? Another promise. Maybe you know where it is. I don't know. Dominica 449-3095-9697. They say facts are stubborn things, huh? Good morning, good afternoon, Dominic. I'm getting confused right now with the time. Oh boy. Facts are stubborn things. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. We'll go before.
Yes, Matt. Good afternoon.
How you doing? Yes, hello, talk to me. Yeah.
Not bad. Matt, about that indoor thing for 3,000 people, Matt. I do not know if it didn't make news in Dominica, Matt. At the company designing that. The company doing
The company what? What did the company happen to the company? I haven't heard nothing about something company burning down. Are you there? Hello, talk to me. Yes. Are you? Or let's move on. Talk to me. Yes.
But clearly, this one is a damn blasted liar. This one is a corner thief. And whoever falls into this thing is just a fat man. This man just throw things out and he smiles when he does it. And Dominicans behave very serious, man. We just get clapping. Hey, hey! It plays up. And it feels like it's a bunch of idiots in this country. And you can just throw things and they will drum and they'll follow like clowns. But enough is enough. Young people must understand that they cannot allow a little 3,000 or 5,000 to drag them like puppies behind themselves. Tell him to his face, a blasted liar. It's just like he said, when you see the abortion, call him traitors. He's a traitor to the state of Dominica, man. And he got fool young people, like my friend Capitol said. He fooled me 3 times. In other words, he lied to me. He lied to me 3 times. That Capitol told us, man. You understand?
I understand that
This
perfectly.
man is a dishonest man. He lies to his teeth, man. And he keeps throwing pie in the sky. And he tells you with a smile, it is not no pie in the sky. For Roosevelt Gary. That Gary, I don't know where the hottest place in hell will be reserved for you. Just time you keys up, people of Dominica. Let him go. Every good gangster must know that it's time to leave this state, as our African brother told us. And it has past time for you to leave this stage. Exposing how much of a liar you have been over the years. And Dominicans must teach him a lesson. Go out in full force and for Danny, reject Ashma to come back to God. Now is the time for us to open our eyes to show Roosevelt Garrett and Ashma and the others who come into us enough to fool you. That your eyes are open and you're going to fuck Danny just like that. It's full fuck, man. Danny deserves to win big. And I know Danny was almost on his way out. But Danny has realized that Dominica needs him more today. And he's back. And I want to thank Danny for coming back, man. It would hurt to bring a novice against that largest of cats that Roosevelt Garrett is pouring into the constituency. But with an experienced veteran like Danny, the money will not worth anything much, man. And Danny, I want to say to you that Dominica owes you a lot, my brother. You have put yourself on the line. And you have to keep the fight. While it is true you're on your way out, you have decided to come back and weather the storm for the people of Dominica. And I want to thank you for that, Dan. Thank you, man.
Thank you. Thank you. They say facts are stubborn things. It's 2:50. To what? 51 in the afternoon. Talk to me.
Matt, any kind of emphasis the Prime Minister made with that statement announcing the Dominicans with emphasis, with plan, where we don't hear nothing about money is allocated, we hear about plans and designs. But specifically for Rosonoff, that was some years ago.
2014.
Now we should be reporting now. That's exactly what you did to the Rosonoff people, and they will understand. Why is it there now that all of these have been mentioned for Rosonoff and there is no report of performance? What can the people take you seriously about now, Matt? Tell me what the people take you seriously about.
The archives, the archives, the archives. If you do enough research, they will stare you right in the face. It's already 2:52. Before we go, hello, talk to me. Are you there, caller? Yes.
Yeah, I'm listening to you and I'm laughing, you know.
What's that?
I'm laughing what is going on.
What's going on?
But the Prime Minister made this statement around 2014-15.
Right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
At that time, Matt, I can tell you, the government had money saved.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because I was there.
Okay.
What happened in 2015? Tropical storm Erica destroyed the southwest part of the country.
Mm-hmm.
2 villages had to be relocated.
Mm-hmm.
In 2017, Hurricane Maria came and devastated the
Would you agree, Clarence Christian, that this government of Dominica, I'm not going to debate with you anytime, would you agree that this government has seen the most millions of dollars that any other government have seen?
And this government has done much more than...
I'm asking you, so why didn't they work, as you the point you're trying to make, why did they ignore this plan there for the Goodwill Rosonoff constituency?
Matt, if the government had built a stadium and left people in shacks on the tarpaulin and things, so...
Well, people are still on the tarpaulin, Clarence, so what's your point there? 449-309-5996 and 97. See? You see what I'm talking about? Oh my God. 449-309-5996 and 97. Put your defense on the other radio station. All right, Dominica, 449-3095. You know they'll come running. Are you there, caller? Talk to me on the telephone. Are you there? Yes.
Yes, I'm there, my brother. Yes, I'm there. But
Yeah.
I'm not, make Clarence run too much. I don't mind you to cut me off and make Clarence speak because when you're speaking to Clarence, it's not like you're on the radio station. He has some stories to give, so we must clamp him down with these stories and then we play for him to hear because he cannot be laughing about the truth. Mr. Clarence, you cannot be laughing about the truth. Mr. Clarence, there's things that is happening and you're not really saying what is happening. But every time some information is coming out on 290.
And I just want to hold on. I just want to inform Mr. Clarence that Hurricane Maria was in 2017, not 2016. Okay. Hello. Yes, go ahead. Yeah. Caller, let's take another phone call. You're getting your facts misplaced there, Clarence. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Are you there? Talk to me. Yes.
Matt,
Yes.
I tell Dominicans to stop making each other double victims. Matt, when you have those kind of extravagant and calculative and exaggerative lies, Matt, even educated people, priests and pastors getting caught, Matt, it took them 26 years to see what I and others were telling them. Because, Matt, it was quite convincing. It was sweet. To tell lies. Matt, in my world, in Alice in Wonderland world, when you're that blatantly criminally minded, Matt, you're being executed. And not even taking it to trial. Matt, that is what that man have used for 23 years to maintain the status quo and maintain the fanatical and ignorant and loyal kind of following, Matt, with lies, promises, and deceptions. And look at the state of Dominica. When you finish, you tell me about Dominicans. You know who are the people that are aiding and abetting those criminals to continue to deceive the people like that? Listen to that, Matt. Matt, doesn't that sound sweet in the eyes of a voter, Matt?
I just feel sorry for Clarence. And somebody's making thank you, blessings. Someone is making a point, Matt. The Prime Minister said it would be completed by the end of 2014. So 2015, Storm Erica couldn't be an excuse. Clarence, get that straight, please. Don't come and try to embarrass yourself there in defense. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Are you there? Yes.
Matt, Mr. Clarence Thomas say he was laughing. I am laughing. You know why, Matt? Because he have to know that Dominicans are not foolish, a set of foolish people. Because during those times under the disasters, that's the time Dominican government received the most money. Apart from the money they had saved already. Even in the BVI, there are people in the BVI that was mad with England because they said that England gave Dominica a heap of money after Maria, and during Irma we didn't get none from them. So Mr. Clarence needs to know when he put in his defense. He put in his defense. I understand, but he need to know he cannot fool us as Dominicans. We know better.
All right, caller, thank you. No, and the Prime Minister clearly said it would start in 2014. So, Clarence, what's really going on there? Hello, talk to me on the telephone. We have not too much time. We've got to go there. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. This is the Talk on the Block. If it's on the block, we'll talk about it. Hello, talk to me.
Good afternoon, Mr. Matt. How you doing?
Good afternoon to you. So how you doing?
Yes, but I don't know why the drama, why the stress, why the noise. All what you have to do is just with Ashma. Just with Ashma, Mr. Matt. That's all.
Just what you said?
Present a plan. Ashma present a plan. Right?
All right, just give it to Ashma. That's the point.
That's it. Just with Ashma. That's all. I don't know why he talked. So something trembling and something happening. And
hello, talk to me on the telephone. Are you there? 303. Yes. Is it 303? It's
two for the last time, Matt.
Yes.
These Labour Party people and the apologists are going to use Erica, Maria, and the rest for the next 50 years, man. The great-great-grandchildren will just say, this is why we could not do that, man. They need to understand they are talking to the Labour Party people. They're not talking to people like me. I didn't go to high school, but they cannot fool me, man. They can't fool me like what's his name, Capitolin. They cannot have me in that state of mind. I am well aware of what is happening in my country, and Erica and whatever should not have prevented them from doing a lot of things in Dominica. Because you asked Clarence which government got the most money in taxes, and he couldn't answer that question. He had to switch off the phone. So tell Clarence, come with a better narrative again. You know, those things that don't work again.
All right, caller. Yes. Hello, talk to me on the telephone. Let's listen to this voice note there before we go. Yeah.
Let Clarence talk now about GA. Let Clarence talk. Let him contradict himself. Let him talk. A puppet.
Hello. Yes. Let's see. All right, let's see if we can go on there. 449-3095. Let's take another phone call. Are you there? Hello, yes. We've got to go though in a few minutes. Let's see if we can take this call. Are you there? Yes. Hello.
Yes, man. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you. Quickly.
I'm
Yes.
there. Can you hear me?
Yes. Hello. Yes.
Yes. Matt, I just wanted to chime in on what you call Afon Scary and his accomplishment based on what you had a caller just call. I'm not going to call his name because I don't entertain stupidness. Matt, let me tell you something. If lying was a death sentence, Scary would have been dead 50 times or more already. Number one. Number two, just like you mentioned, this government has held more money, more than any government, or maybe most of the government put together since independence. And they have done less with what they hold because most of the money has been spent on shabby construction, i.e. the grammar school, and nobody knows what happened, who's going to pay for that expense, airport that just hemorrhaging money, all kind of shabby buildings, apartment buildings that people can occupy and some of them falling apart. A set of money given away to foreign interests and they bragging and tell you how much money foreigners taking out the country. A set of money hidden in foreign banks all over and all kind of things. So if you want to talk about the accomplishments of the government, the relentless hard work for the last 23 years, as the young lady said, then these are the things we should notice because this guy is not too smart upstairs, if I tell you my honest truth.
But I'll tell you what, the Prime Minister did say that it was hot. So if it was so hot, just give it back to us. 449, this the stadium, this inner stadium there. Hello, talk to him on the telephone. Is just about 3:02. I'll give you a few more minutes and we'll wrap it up, okay? Yes, hello, talk to me. Yes, are you
Matt,
there?
I know I don't have much time, but I want you to realize that the people of Roseau North, they're not people that you can fool. The people of Roseau North have indicated from the inception of the United Workers' Party that this is a party that had mean well, that not hardner, that mean well for Dominica. And the people of Roseau North talk to the United Workers' Party. It's too late to come and try to fool us because we are not going to go down that road. But there's something I want to tell you, Matt. Matt, you know Lennox Lincoln?
I know very well. I saw him in Gorta on Friday. Yes.
Matt, this guy, I traveled with this guy during the date 2014, 20, go back to up to this time. And Lennox Lincoln is a man that have a specialty in him in dealing with figures and giving you the facts of the figures. Matt, you must ask Lennox to come along one of the days and start letting the people know how much money that Dominica received from after Maria and how much we spend and was spent wherever that bring us to the stage where this guy is still fooling people and stealing the Dominicans' money. We have to make them pay for it. Ask Lennox to come and do a little, just give you a little dialogue on the monies at this time, and you know how he does put everything into correct order. I think Dominicans need to hear that. So that guy Christian, who said that he would let Lennox go back in his shell when they do whatever in their mathematics, he needs to be also ready to call the radio and have a discussion with Lennox on that time. Thank you. Good afternoon.
And on that note, we go. That big request in the afternoon.
I know some of you wouldn't believe me, but if a lie asked me good friend Mackie, it was a big lion come
I made the afternoon, right?
who they will crown as lion champion.
My friend in Maho.
The West Indies, big shot lions from all them foreign countries. From a feel about 1,000 or so entry in 2 days. He boiled down and leave just 3. I had me iron lion because I know he does come with some good ones. But they had a young fella named T-Bone, come from some village there in Tobago. He said his father is Tobago's best fisherman. Catch a fisherman. Why 80 feet in span. He had to tighten the boat and swim back to land to get his brother Eric to give him a hand. You hear lie? That is lie. Lie? You hear lie?
Teacher Pussy think you tell a lie, you're going to hell as soon as you die.
Why, sir? Check it out. Lion, the lion, he laughed till he sweat. He said, Mr. Debo, ain't said nothing.
My friend Clarence, you know how much millions flowed in after Maria and after Erica?
Your mind now, listen to something. When you're talking about fish,
Millions and millions, according to Sanford. Millions.
believe it or not, the fish your father caught, to you it was great, but it's them small fish my father.
And the Prime Minister did promise that it would start at the end of 2014. If you want the clip, I can send it to you, okay, Clarence, so you can assess it for yourself.
The next man to beat was really outrageous. He asked
So if you're laughing, laugh for yourself, okay?
what the judges asked lion, the lion agreed. Say any topic we think is all right with
Millions of dollars following Erica and Maria.
the who gets fit to wear the crown. You hear lie? That is lie. Lie?
I'll see you again tomorrow, if God is willing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm not asking you to, not to defend your government, but please, it's hitting you right in your face.
The outrageous say that he knew a tailor comes to make him sue. The man is a master. If you show him a man coming round a corner, he could make him a suit and don't even measure. I'm talking about suit, sitting down correct, expertly made and fitting perfect. He used to talk with Shakespeare, make suit for Hamlet, and up to this day he had make a mistake yet. You know the crowd went wild. They couldn't pull down. I said, lion, losing the crown. The judges brought the crown back to order. The lion to lie out a tailor. He said, my man is the best. Rolf is his name. Cutting Lincoln suit is his game. Don't show him the man, my tailor is class. Just show him the corner where the fella pass. And he gon' make a suit. That is tailor. You hear lie? King liar.
Teach your pussy think you tell a lie, you're going to hell as soon as you die.
Move it up. Move it up. Move it up. Let it go.
Teach you tell a lie, you're going to hell as soon as you die. Teach your pussy think you tell a lie, you're going to hell as soon as you die.